And yeah, we should be recording perfect. All right, it's gonna have a little bit of the music in the background, just to have a little background for the feedback. So, mm, I wanted to do a video instead, just a little to make it a little easier for me to explain how I felt this open beta. I am counting and not counting today because I will be playing very soon for the last day, which yeah. But overall, it has been like 8 out of 10. For me, it's the reason why it's like it's been very good. I just had some hiccups here and there that did bump it down, but it's not huge hiccups. It's just me. It's just my again. It's my opinion. It's that we have everyone out there like have their own opinions, and I want to respect everything. So again, I've been playing this a few good amount of times now, thanks to the lovely people with the alpha. But here, let's start off with it's been for me again. I know how to form a team. I know how to set up my loot. It's been easy, and I think a lot of people would figure that out relatively fast. And again, there's clear indication on everything, and there's clear things with like, hey, when you're going in, you can ensure an item. You don't have to. It's up to you, and that's lovely. And I think everyone can get that if they, read. But I've heard people be like, yes, I don't like having to ensure, like, it feels like this or that. I'm like, yeah, I like it because then you don't just lose everything. I've had that. That's how I'm gonna pull up another game that I played very little early on in the gaming life, but I was like, wasn't for me and it wasn't worth it. And that was Tarkov. I lost so much so fast because there's no way of getting anything back or ensuring. I also had a shittier PC then, so but like here I like to be able to be like, hey, I can insure an item. Hey, I may go in with all my fucking gear, like all light blue, all dark blue, and I can only insure one. That means I can lose it, and I love it. But there's one thing I can still retain, which is lovely for me. So for that, I love it. It's still perfect. That is still perfect because it is still the high risk, high reward. You want to go in, risk it for the biscuit. Now going around the areas and everything. I'm gonna say this. I've only been in mainly Blooming Grove. I haven't dipped my way into Ancient Vale. I just didn't feel prepared, and I just love being in Blooming Grove and meeting new people, helping new seekers out. It was been fucking fantastic, chatting with a lot of them. But one thing I have seen there, it was day 4 and 5 for me, so I missed one day. That's one day I missed. I've been playing for, and I'm counting this day, so I've been playing like 7 to 8 days out of the 10-day playtest, and I think only one, or no, not once, but only on day 4. I think I had a 2. Let's see, I had a Rhea, and then later, yeah, it was 2. It's probably only 2. I had in total two rounds. I had a Rhea, DC, or AFK, or whatever. I don't really know. Mid fight, and then we sadly lost a teammate too into that because I wouldn't have started fighting if I noticed. She suddenly just. So that sadly happened. And then another game I loaded in, full nice team, and I load in and they're gone. They're fully AFK or DC'd. So I had to basically grab a key, get the fuck out, because I weren't risking it because there's a lot of higher also high CR players in that Blooming Grove. So like, I don't want to risk it. But yeah, there's been a little problem with DCing that I think could be noticed, but again, it was probably just those days, those 2 days. I didn't really notice it the other days, but hey, what's playtest without a little bit of scuff, you know? Always gotta find those problems. Um, Another thing I did talk in the creator program was um about some feedback was pub stumping. Um, we had a little bit of that problem. Tanya met one day, and I ended up meeting as well him. We did meet him and chatted with him, but I'll talk about that after. And seeing everything, he was insane. He's a very good PvPer, and it's nice. But he is not one of those who does it for the pop stumping at all. He was what we chat about. He never really uses Switch. He really only just comes in and watches. He never chats really. So that's what he explained to us. But he mainly just did that for insurance money for Ancient Veil, which I find fair. We gave him some pointers, maybe try to fight us, not fight those like way under level for him, you know, not to scare people off, because there's we have heard a lot of stuff, like a lot of pub stumping have been going around, at least from my knowledge. I've seen a lot, and that is one thing I might see in the future that could be a problem. Which where people just go in, they don't think really like, hey, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go look at loot, I'm gonna kill some people, I'm gonna fight, and then I'm gonna get out. No, these people, they only go in with the mentality of, I'm taking all my high gear, everything that's good, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna kill fucking everyone, and then I'm just gonna dip out and do it again because I want to get on the leaderboard. It's been hard to see a lot. I've been really hoping that that will be like a little fixed. It could definitely be like a thing about just meeting, those people would meet new seekers, and those seekers sadly would be like, oh, it's done, I'm out, I don't feel like playing it. I had one of those. I did talk about it in the Discord as well. Like, I killed a guy, I can't remember his full name, but I know it was John, and he's also one of my clips. Don't wanna but he was like, I annihilated his team because I saw he took a key, and I wanted the key for, you know, the vault. So we ran in, rinsed them fast, and apparently that was his first game. And I was like, hey dude, I am very sorry, like I just really wanted that key, you know. But I talked to him for like 20 minutes, and he came back. And just like, yeah, you know, man, you convinced me to get to, you know, come back, give it another go and all that. So he probably, I hope he did. I didn't see him around, sadly. I hope he did. And took it to heart that, hey, it's beta, shit happens, but you'll learn. And when the full more game come out, get ready for that and think, because everything will be wiped. But that's what I'm worried about. Like, a lot of pub stumpers in Blooming Grove would really discourage a lot of new players. Because it is a little problem in my opinion. I'm happy he came in and said, hey, what up? Yeah, no, I'm very nice guy. Like, that's not actually what I normally do, and I'm normally in Ancient Veil. I was just waiting, you know, for queues and all that. I was like, all right, fair point. But that was nice. That was really nice of him. One other thing was that, he actually gave a little information about a certain set that is, when I looked and I heard everything, it sounded so OP, and that is the Ravager set. Apparently, if he just goes in at 200 with 2 pieces of the Ravager, basically he would be as equally strong as a CR 300 when he's only 200. So thinking of that, because he plays Strix and his damage was insane. Like, we had a little thing about leveling, which I will go into shortly, but we met him at some point, and let's just say he could have rinsed their ass if he kept going. Like, he lurked, he teased, he stalked, and he ran. He was like, the second game, he like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight you guys. He was lovely. But the thing I would think is, if the Ravager set is so strong with that, imagine when you go in, because he went in at 298. That was his CR, and he was so fast to be level 10. So imagining that his CR and everything, if applied, the Ravager set would have been around 450 to 498, even though he was only max 398. He would literally have had that CR just because of the boost from the Ravager set, which is then insanely strong when you are going on to Blooming Grove. And that could be like it could be nice, but also could be a future problem that people might just use that for pop stomping, or at least it might be best to only have for Ancient Veil. I don't know. I don't make decisions. I was just thinking out loud. Another thing is levels. One thing I saw and I'm like shocked about. Again with him, the second game we played of the day yesterday was that we saw him starting in 298. And we have, of course, 15 minutes to get in, get loot, get out. We met him roughly at the 10:40, 10:20 mark. So not even 5 minutes into the game. And what was he? Yeah, well, he was 398, which means he was already max level. Not even 5 minutes in. And that's also thanks to the Ravager set, because he can deal so much damage. So he's solo doing it, and I'm like, that might be way too strong when you're not even 5 minutes in a solo 10 level 10. Like I'm normally, when I'm Rhea, so, well, hey Rhea, my main, my girl, but I think I hit max level possibly minimum 9 minutes into the game, and I kill everything I see in my way. So I'm like, that's strong. That is insane for the XP that he will be getting so fast. To just be max level with a Ravager set in under 5 minutes. I think that is something to be looked at for the future for sure. I can see it again for Ancient Veil because it's a high risk area. But a Blooming Grove I call the beginner area, learning area. Because I'm still learning for sure, but like seeing that is just woof, you know. But honestly, other than all those things, I've been having fun. More fun this time actually, because I haven't met as many PvPers. The PvPers actually this time were in Ancient Veil, because at least the last 2 playtests I've done, didn't really have as much fun, and the only reason was every time I went into Blooming Grove, I got my ass handed to me because everyone were insane and there was people targeting you. Like, what the problem was, they saw like, hey, vibing Foxbury 250, and their teammate maybe the same or less. Well, we had problems with those people because they're like, okay, we fight them, we target them, they're into, they're going down. We had the problem of that the last 2 places, me and at least Tanya, because I played with her, one of them, I think both of them, and we had a problem meeting those PvPs in Blooming Grove. They full on targeted you and hunted you down. Like, we had a time in Mesa. Well, we just started maybe a few minutes into the game, and the other team just came, scented us, killed us, did the shit, got out. I'm like, so it wasn't fun. So this time I actually could do PvE and some PvP. PvP and EPV. This time I could do both. I wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna just grab this and get the fuck out. No, I actually could do both. And I go in currently at 270, but I don't do it to stop being OP or anything. I'm like, hey, I wanna match with some random seekers, unless again I'm with Tanya and we match with one, or we play with a full team. But I don't go in for the PvP kills. I mainly go in for the experience, learning curve, and everything. So this time it's been an 8 out of 10. Like if I honestly had to take both of the last test with, I would have been at a, if I just had to go for them because I didn't do surveys of them, I forgot because I couldn't do as good as I can now. I would have given those a 4 out of 10, but now it's an 8 out of 10. Really, everything has improved. I love it. I love the crafting. I love everything. Like I've figured out so much, and like I'm a stupid person, and everything's so simple in my opinion that again, it might take some people a few tries, a few deaths, everything, but they'll learn. I've said to everyone I've met so far, it's a learning curve. Never expect anything. If you go in with expectation like, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go to so much loot, I'm gonna get out. No. Don't. Because if you said that, you're gonna disappoint yourself if you meet some PvPers. So for sure, the game and the UI, everything, you guys been fucking cooking. Much love. You really done so much here now, and it's perfect. Like I've been having some good fights, even though I still only play straight up. But no, it's been good, and I've been happy to also teach some new seeker stuff. Like it's really been nice that it was open now, so that more people could actually go in. There's many lovely seekers out there. Still, I'm just gonna say, look out for is people who only want to grind leaderboard, people who want to pop stomp, people who want to go in and just kill, not really loot anything, because we have had those people, I have met those people. It's not fun at all, and those people kind of ruin your days. I've let multiple people live because I'm like, hey, they're low level, why should I kill them? I mean, I had one team, I'm gonna quickly ramble for this. I had one team I played with. I was like, hey, we have the same. I know for a fact I was like minimum 20, 50 CR over them, and I'm like, my team was like maybe 50 under me ish, and I'm like, there was a team that just on big extraction, we were the last teams. I'm like, I saw it, I'm like, fuck it, leave them be, just leave them, like let them get out. We have our keys, we can get out, we already got a lot of good shit. Let's not ruin their day. Let's just wait, and then it will respawn somewhere else, and that's it. And I love that. Like they were like, yeah, that's nice, that's really fun. And someone was like, hey, thank you for the advice and everything. That's good, because I said not every fight is worth taking. And I do have another. Let's see, my brain just forgot it. Oh yeah, I do like that there's only one single extractor, a single extractor, and a single big extractor. Single extractor and big extractor. I like that it's just one of those, one of each. It is nice. The problem just is that people camp them. Like again, the pub numbers I'm talking about, or some other people. It is quite hard to camp it. I would love for it to, if you have people staying there for a certain amount of time. Let's say someone's been camping a solo extractor for 2 minutes. What I wished would happen if it moves itself, because there's been so many people and so many baby seekers I've watched and seen that die to that one random high CR person who just camps the solo extractor. It's really just the thing. I've been really sad to see that. See so many of my new teammate, my new baby seeker teammates died that way, and I was like, it happens. But that's for sure. Say watch out for. But honestly, I think that concludes. I don't have much more to say. Like, it's been an amazing time. I've had so much fun streaming it. I met so many new people, new friends, new streamers as well, thanks to this. Still, I was surprised you fucking chose to accept this stupid face into your creator program. But yeah, I think that goes for all the feedback I have right now. You really definitely got there's still some kinks to work out. Maybe check some gear that might be too strong in certain areas where I say Blooming Grove. where I've been keeping myself too, because there is definitely some gear that needs to take a look at. Also, one thing I'm gonna be honest, very fast. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest, the vault, they're not worth it. Like if you've gotten some gear for it before, it's nice, but it is not worth really going for the vaults. One thing more going for is just grab the keys, get out, you sell them because they're more worth it than the for the coins, for the gold to Taro, just to me, than actually just opening it. But it depends also how much you play it, because you should already be in Ancient Veil. I just don't like Ancient Veil. The problem is I just a small trauma of being camped. So yeah, that's one problem for me. I hope to get over to Ancient Veils next time. I'll see. But yeah, that's all. That's all for my feedback. You've been doing great, doing well. You've been cooking well. Give Rhea some, hey, give her some cosmetics, please, for the love of God. Give her. But yeah, that's all. That's all my feedback. You've been cooking, and I honestly can't wait to play more. I've been so happy I've been able to do midnight hours for it. I might have passed out a few times. Don't say anything. That's our secret now. That's our secret. But yeah, that's all. I'll see you on the battlefield and in the Discord and everywhere else. Oh boy.